Okay, welcome back everyone to ManggStone, series where I play Hearthstone, and apparently not very well. So we're starting up another arena run today. I did some ranked play for a while to get the gold. I'm down to like rank 13 or something, so I'm doing well there. I'm not doing so well in the arena, but hey, maybe this will be the one where we change everything. Alright, so Warrior, Rogue, Shaman. Warrior, I feel we've already done in this series. We're not going to do that for a while. So Rogue or Shaman. I am a better Rogue player, I think, than a Shaman. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. No, we'll go with Rogue. Sure. Alright, Young Priestess, Stampeding Kodo, Azure Drake. Young Priestess is not very good. It's a 1-drop, and, you play this on turn 1, because it's a 1-drop, and you don't have another minion, so this doesn't do anything. And then, a few of the classes can just kill it outright. Otherwise, it's only got 1 health no matter what, and so it's probably not going to ever get to do that buff, and that buff is not that great anyway, so, Alright, Stampeding Kodo or Azure Drake. Azure Drake is one of the best cards in the game, so I think it's kind of a no-brainer. Shiv, Loot Hoarder, Cult Master. All these are card draw cards. Shiv is rogue only. 2 mana cost, deal 1 damage, and draw a card. Not very fantastic, but it is affected by spell damage like the Azure Drake. Cult Master has more combo potential. You have the potential to get a lot of cards out of it, but it does only have 2 health, and, around turn 4, it's not too difficult to kill that off. Loot Hoarder generally are almost always going to get the card out of it. And so, do you value Loot Hoarder or Shiv higher? This is just 1 damage right away, but it's just a spell, and that's it. This is an actual minion. Minions are better than spells usually, so I gotta go with Loot Hoarder. Alright, Warlord, Jungle Panther, Dread Corsair. Warlord I like, it's a good solid card. Dread Corsair. Alright, let's say, okay, we're playing a rogue, so likely at any given time we're gonna have our daggers out. And so that turns this into a 3-cost minion. So a 3/3/3 with Taunt is basically an Iron Fur Grizzly. Now, sure, if we get an Assassin's Blade or we get Deadly Poison going on, we can get this down to like a 1 cost, and great, but it's still not, this is still just less than an Iron Fur Grizzly in my opinion. So Jungle Panther or Frostwolf Warlord. We're going to go with the Jungle Panther. That stealth is pretty helpful. You can just, snap it into it like a Yeti or something and then just pick it off. Alright, Goldchar Footman, Shield Master, Voodoo Doctor. Oh boy. Goldchar Footman sucks. Never take it. Voodoo Doctor, I think I've talked about this where you don't really need the 2 health on turn 1. There's only like a few good neutral 1-drops. And Voodoo Doctor and Footman are not among them, so we're taking the Shield Master, which is a solid card. Sinister Strike, Sprint, Farseer. Okay, Sinister Strike's really only purpose in this game is for rogues to combo off of it. So you can Sinister Strike and then use the SI7 agent or the Scrubs, whatever you can do, it's a combo card. The 3 damage to the hero does not, and that's negligible. Sprint is a 7-cost card, but you get to draw 4 cards. This can be a game changer in the end game when you're really down on cards and you need something. So you're not likely to be able to play many of those cards on that same turn, but if you can survive another turn, you might be able to change the game around. Farseer is just an all-around solid card, because around the 3-4, later, the 3 health can be good, because this goes to your hero or your minion. So this is a solid card. Sprint is a solid card, but Arena tends to go more towards, aggro decks. arena matches usually don't go on for very long. So I'm inclined towards the farce here rather than sprint. Conceal, Booty Bay Bodyguard, Lord of the Arena. Okay, so conceals give your minions stealth until your next turn for 1 cost. It has uses, but limited. If you really want to protect a minion, you know, until the next turn, great, but then everything is coming to your face, you know. Booty Bay Bodyguard, Lord of the Arena. These are very, very similar cards. Everything is just +1, you know, from these two. So, you know, you can't really say one is better than the other, because they're both not very good. They're just, if these values were swapped, they'd be a lot better, you know. A 5-6 taunt, a 4-5 taunt, you know. This would basically be Yeti for +1 with taunt, you know. It would be better. But, I'll grab Lord of the Arena. I don't know. Alright, Sap, Snapjaw, Fen Creeper. Sap returns an enemy minion to your opponent's hand for 2 cost. You know, it's not like an assassinate. It doesn't kill them. It just delays what, you know, whatever, what they're going to do. And if it's something that's, you know, beneficial to them, like a battle cry, something like that, then, you know, you don't want to play this because that kind of just helps them. It has its uses, definitely, but it's situational. Snapjaw, I don't care for. Fen Creeper. Fen Creeper is kind of just a bigger version of the Shield Master for 2 more. Like, no, it's 1 more cost with 1 more health. You know, it's okay, but be a lot better at a 4-6. But, alright, we'll take it. We've definitely got our taunt going on here. Alright, another Farseer, a Shield Bearer, Bloodcell Raider. So again, we're likely to have our daggers out at any time, so this becomes a 3-3 for 2, which is decent. You know, that is better than average. So I might actually go for this over a second Farseer. Because if we do get a weapon, this becomes pretty ridiculous. Right. War Golem, Sinister Strike, Loot Hoarder. War Golem, not great. The Bowler Fist Ogre is better at 6 cost, and the Stormwind Champion is better at 7 cost, so this is kind of just eh. And I guess we're just going to go for another Loot Hoarder, get some more card draw out of it. Alright, Crazed Alchemist, Young Priestess, Abomination. So I already talked about Young Priestess. Crazed Alchemist, 2/2/2, swap attack and health. It has potential, but, you know, if it doesn't have potential, if you're just kind of sitting on it, it's like, whatever. And this is really, I don't know. It's a weird card. It's a weird card. And so I think Abomination is more solid, but do I really want another taunt is the question. I have 3 so far. Let's go for it. Let's just see what happens. Alright, Frostwolf Grunt, Cleric, Archmage. Definitely taking the Cleric. Fan of Knives, Vanish, Archmage. Okay, Fan of Knives. Deal 1 damage to all enemy minions and draw a card. Vanish, return all minions to their owner's hand. This is just dumb. You don't see this often played, and if you do, it's kind of just like, well, okay, that's cool, I guess. Delaying the inevitable, I think, because at 6 cost, you're not likely to play any of your minions again. You know, not all of them. And, your opponent, he's just got his full mana. He's ready to go. He's going to play all his shit again. So you're at a disadvantage after you play his card most of the time. Archmage is a 4/7 for 6 with spell damage +1. Thinking for a 5/6 it might be better, but not a huge fan. I guess we'll just grab Fan of Knives. Stormplay Commando, Snapjaw, Betrayal. I'm not a huge fan of Commando because of the 2 health at 5 cost. It's just, you know, he does do the 2 damage, but it's not really worth it. Betrayal, an enemy minion deals its damage to the minions next to it. This has pretty awesome potential. if they don't line up their minions properly, you know, if they don't plan around this card, which most people do not, you can get some pretty sweet trades off of it for only 2 costs, so. Deadly Poison, Betrayal, Iron Beak Owl. I like Silence, but Deadly Poison is pretty damn useful, so I think I'm going to grab it. Torn Warrior, Fan of Knives, Novice Engineer. We're not getting great drops here. We really need some 4 drops coming. Torn Warrior just sucks. Novice Engineer just sucks. This just, Backstab, Thrallmar, Farseer, Bluegill Warrior. We're not getting lucky here. No, we're not. I guess. Iron for Grizzly, Crocodile. Oh man, we're just getting screwed. I think I'm just gonna grab this. Okay, there's something. Ventricle Mercenary or another Cleric. I'm definitely leaning towards the Mercenary here. We got this area kind of covered. I need some more in this range. Tidehunter, another Deadly Poison, or Conceal. I'm gonna grab that second poison. Ravenholt Assassin, Master of Disguise, Emperor Cobra. Okay. Ravenholt Assassin is decent. But like I said, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not a bad card. I used to think it was kind of bad, but it's not terrible. Master of Disguise is rogue only, 4/4/4, and gives a friendly minion stealth, which has potential. It's not bad on its own. Cobra is pretty decent because it destroys any minion damaged by this minion. It does only have 3 health. But if played properly, you know, this can easily trade with like a Yeti or something like that. Grab this. I've never taken it. Torn Warrior, Shadow Step, Berserker. Shadow Step, return a friendly minion to your hand. It costs 2 less for 0. So you play this on, say, the Cleric. You know, it costs 1. You play it on Farseer, it costs 1. You play it on the Novice Engineer, it costs nothing, and you get another card out of it. Play it on the Alchemist, costs nothing. You can do some things with that. Yeah, Azure Drake, you can do some combos with this. Berserker is not that great as a rogue because I have no way of either healing it really or damaging it. I can combo with the Farseer potentially, but there's always potentials, isn't there? So I'm going to grab Shadow Step. Maybe we can do something special with it. Brewmaster, Sinister Strike, Leper Gnome. Brewmaster's not fantastic. So I think I'm just going to take the Leper Gnome. Where's the 4 drops? Okay, here we go. Gnomish Inventor, Dragonling Mechanic. I think we're good on card draw. We got 2 Loot Hoarders, a Novice Engineer, a Fan of Knives. So I think I'm going to take the Mechanic. Alright, Ironforge Rifleman, Frost Elemental. This card I just do not care for. It's a 2/2 for 3, and it only does 1 extra damage, so nah. You know, at best, then it's like a 3/2 for 3, and that's just no. So I'm going to grab the Frost Elemental. Sprint, Coldblood, Dragonling Mechanic. Coldblood is part of the kind of Miracle Rogue build, where you just do the 1-turn combo, wombo, win, blah, blah, blah. You see that a bunch in Constructed. In Arena, you don't really get setups like that too much. So it's kind of just, okay, if I really need +4 attack on this guy right now, I don't know. I'm going to grab a second Mechanic. Another Bloodsail Raider, Magi, Raging Worgen. These are similar cards, it's just this gets the spell damage, this has a potential enrage effect. So this is just, no matter what, you get the spell damage. This, you know, you have to kind of work around. But then so does the opponent. They have to work around, you know, preventing this from happening. I always like the Worgen because it's always the center of attention when it's out there. So I'm going to grab it. Coldblood, Stormwind Knight, Chillwind Yeti. I gotta grab the Yeti. It's a Yeti. Conceal, Coldblood, Cult Master. We're going to grab the Coldblood this time. Sinister Strike, Dalaran Mage, Assassinate. Thankfully, we got 1 Assassinate. Huzzah. And this is the exact same lineup from draft pick number 1. So we're going to grab the second Azure Drake. Not a fantastic deck. I don't have tremendously high hopes for this. We didn't really get any weapons. We did get the Deadly Poisons. Of course, we did not get legendaries. Mangg does not get legendaries. It just doesn't happen. We did get double Azure Drakes, which is nice. We only got one Assassinate. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm not crazy confident about it.
Watch your back.
Let's keep the Worgen in there. Not fantastic. Okay. This card used to be a lot better. You know, the problem is that with something like this is just like shield block. You know, where it's literally just a card that draws another card. It has no real use on its own. I mean, yeah, it's a minion, but it's a 1/1 minion. It's nothing. Okay. So obviously I want to trade there. That's a no-brainer. I think I might just dagger and kill this guy. And next turn we'll be able to play the Worgen or the Shield Master or the Yeti. You know, we have a bunch of choices. The Worgen gets less useful later on because, you know, it's much easier for the opponent to just do the 3 damage to it.
What does the future hold?
Alright, I think we're definitely going to play the Yeti. Or no, the Shield Master. And we'll just pay this. Okay. We got a solid lineup now. No, nothing crazy big. This guy's Wind Fury is just pointless because he has to run into this, and this is just going to kill him outright, unless he can buff this. Yeah, if you can put, okay, apparently not. Alright. So I think we will... I'm tempted to just play the Yeti. I think we'll do that. So he'll probably run this into this, and then shapeshift maybe. But he's got this Yeti to deal with now, so... Oh, swipe. Okay. So then that. Okay, and he does the full trade. Okay. That's alright. We can definitely deal with that. I think we will do our Dragon Link mechanic, and we'll just pick this up. And so we're definitely at the health disadvantage. We have yet to touch him, but, you know, potentially that means nothing. We got the Lord of the Arena, so we can get our taunts going. He's got his Shield Master. That is okay. I could assassinate that, but that doesn't really do much for us. I'm tempted to Crazed Alchemist this guy, run this into this, and then hit him. I'd take 5 damage, which is potentially going to lose me the game. Alternatively, I play this. That might be a safer play. We'll keep it safe. Alright, there's his Twilight Drake. Acolyte of Pain. We might assassinate that Drake. Ah, Betrayal. Ah, okay. So we will do Betrayal. So he gets the card draw from that. That's acceptable. We run this into this. We run this into this. We get our another mechanic out there, and we get a novice engineer out there. Alright. Swipe would be pretty rough here. But, okay. I guess not too bad. Okay. Wrath? Something? I don't know. Wrath. Aha. So he gets to draw a card because he's got the 2 damage there, so that's pretty helpful for him. He's got a card advantage. I can keep board control pretty majorly if I use Assassinate. But I don't think I will. I think we're going to use this.
Cleanse the Sunwell.
Turn that into a 3/5, which so this does this. This does this. We're going to get this out here, and we're going to get this out here. We really need to start putting the hurt on him. I'm hoping he plays Iron Bark Protector or something big like that, because I will assassinate it. And then I can really keep board control. Just have to see what happens. Okay, he starts with his shapeshift. Hit that. Acceptable. Iron for Grizzly, not a powerhouse to bring out. Chillwind Yeti, I might assassinate. Okay. Bring this out. We want to run this into this. That's clear. We could Alchemist this, which would make it a 5/4, and I could run these 2 into it. Which would give me the card from the loot order. Which is an Azure Drake, which is very nice. Alright, I think that worked out for the best. So we got the Venture Code coming next turn. We don't have many minions to play anyway, so the debuff doesn't really matter. We're sitting on an Assassinate. I imagine he's got to have something big. You can't just keep pulling Iron for Grizzlies. Alright, Starfire. Claw. Oh, he's going to take out this. No, this. Yeah, that. That has slightly more damage potential. Alright. So we will play this. We will play this. So now that thing is pretty dangerous if I could enrage it. I don't know why I didn't attack first and then refresh my daggers. Sometimes I just get caught up in the excitement. Alright, so he's definitely looking at lethal. If he cannot put up a taunt, heal, or clear this. Swipe would allow him to survive another turn, but it would not.
What to do?
I don't think it would save him in the end. Iron Bark Protector, you know, something big would not save him. Starfire, okay. Molten Giant will not save him. That is something we assassinate. So that's why you hold on to this until, you know, much later in the game. Alright, so now he's sitting on 3 health. Even if he kills this, but does not kill this, I win. He's got to clear this and put up a taunt. And even then, he's in a rough spot.
What to do?
Truth is my
Ah, that might do it.
The crusade!
Alright, well, we'll play the Azure Drake. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah. I think we'll do this. I can't even, I don't know why I bothered. I can't replay him anymore, so whatever. He's pretty screwed. I mean, he's at 1 health. Unfortunately, unlike the mage, I cannot bypass taunt with my thing, so. He'll probably trade that. Okay. Alright, so that'll kill that. Yeah. Fortunately, I don't have any eviscerates. That was the other thing I did not grab. So. Alright, so we're gonna do this.
Love my new recipe.
Just nullify that, do that, do that.
Here we go.
I mean, he's at 1 health, regardless. You know, he might have a heal, but even then, he's got to get a taunt out there. The Jungle Panther's waiting to pounce.
You call that?
Okay. That's great. Yep, you still lose.
Here we go.
Ugh. That was a good game. That went longer than I thought it would. But that was a solid victory. Holding on to that assassinate pretty much saved us. Alright. Not a crazy solid deck, but hey, we won our first game. Could be worse. Alright, so we're going to have to see how far we can go with this rogue deck. Could be good, could be terrible. Anyways, my name is Mangg. This has been ManggStone. I'll see you in the next episode.